When we began, it was high summer, it was far too hot, and now the leaves are falling. And if you listen to Radio 3, you can hear the rustle of those leaves falling, especially on Sunday mornings. And we've been through a tremendous season and a tremendous experience. And first of all, I just want to thank David and his team for putting on the most wonderful, varied, intelligent, clever, marvellous programme with so many highs. I think it would be difficult to single them out, and you've all got your own highs, I know. But thank you, David, and your team. The team are scattered about. But I just wanted to thank you all for all you've been doing, commenting on the proms as they've been going along, talking about your highlights and even lowlights sometimes. But whatever you say, it's worth saying, because keeping up a discourse on classical music is so important. We've all got to keep talking about it. All of us who love classical music should take every opportunity we can to talk about it, to enthuse about it, to get people who might not know about it to be involved. And as I said in an article in the Sunday Times recently, it's if young people discover classical music, then they've got the key to a world that's going to be with them all their lives, and that's what Radio 3 is about. At the end of the prom season, we're going to have some brilliant concerts from Edinburgh, and then our autumn season starts, and there's going to be some marvellous things in that. And I hope you'll keep commenting on what Radio 3 is doing as well after tonight's proms. But without further ado, I just want to give the floor to David Pickard, Director of Proms.
I'm really not going to hold you back from your drink too much longer. I'm actually also going to mention a few highlights, because I realise this is the time of year when I can mention highlights that aren't just the concerts we haven't sold many tickets for. So I can actually tell you what I think were the highlights. But thank you to Alan and to his team at Radio 3 and to the television teams, everybody.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Royal Albert Hall. The auditorium is now open. Stewards, please open all doors. Stewards, please open all doors.
There you are. The party's nearly over, you see. So no, carry on. It's an amazing feat what happens at the proms. I mean, we all just sort of watch it from the front seamlessly. But I mean, last Friday night, I was just thinking we finished Performance of the Rite of Spring on stage just after 9 o'clock. And less than an hour later, Euston Door was on stage, on television, in an amplified concert. And it's incredible what people do here. You really would not believe the extraordinary things that people achieve. Highlights? Well, I'm just going to pick out 3 of mine, which, I mean, one has to be, for me, the first night of the proms. And if any of you were not here, or if any of you have not yet seen the amazing job that our TV colleagues have of capturing Anna Meredith's piece, 5 Telegrams, on both the inside of the Albert Hall and the outside of the Albert Hall, it's on iPlayer for a few days longer. And I urge you to see it, because this is the first time we've put a visual artist together with a composer, and I was absolutely thrilled with the results. And I think if you watch that film, you will see, I think, a wonderful creation which we're proud of. We're very proud it went to the Edinburgh Festival first night, and even more exciting, it has a further life as a piece of virtual reality. Our first VR prom, and there'll be opportunities to see more of that in the autumn. I think quirkiest prom for me has to be the extraordinary piece that Bushra El Turk wrote for Wallace Junta, when we asked somebody to compose a companion piece to Bernstein's La Bonne Cuisine and write a recipe for us. I kind of thought we'd get Nigel Slate a nice recipe for lemon meringue pie or something like that. And she set a recipe for durian custard. Durian being a fruit whose smell is so evil you're not allowed to eat it in public places. So, and unfortunately, it wasn't filmed this prom. But those of you who were there will remember Wallace Junta not only singing this incredible music, miming the recipe, but also holding her nose because the smell of the fruit was so disgusting, even though it wasn't there on the stage in front of her. It was absolutely amazing. And already some of you have been talking about the concerts we had this weekend with the Berlin Philharmonic Orchestra. My heart is still kind of racing from that Beethoven 7. I mean, it's a real tribute, I hope, to the proms and to the international touring orchestras. The first date they want to secure in their summer festival is the proms, and how lucky we were to have the first performances of that orchestra with Kirill Petrenko, and the sign of all the exciting things to come in the future. Finally, I just want to say, in case you're thinking that you may be bereft of big BBC projects once the proms are over, and many of you will know there's a major project which we'll be announcing in more detail next month, which is a collaboration between Radio 3, BBC Television, the Performing Orchestras and the Proms, which is a huge history of music in the UK over the last 100 years, which is a really exciting thing that we will be launching later in the year, and I think will be something for us all to look forward to. And finally, just to echo what Alan said, thank you so much for all the amazing coverage that you give the Proms. We all really love this festival, and it's great that you shout about it to the world out there. It's very important that you do. Thank you so much. Thank you.